Morning traders, and this is your Aussie South African top 40 day trade setup for today. So we ended up with another range bar, so tail to top, tail to bottom range bar, which is a bit of indecision. And for me, the important thing is we are still on the 200 SMA on the daily, but we have closed below it. Okay, so there is a gap to the downside. So I anticipate we're probably going to muck around here, probably come and close the gap. But I don't see us falling much beyond this level here of 48372. Okay, my oscillators are grouping quite nicely. I am at a level which is the 200 SMA, and what we can do as well is just tag our inside tails. That's enough, which will give you some sort of indication of where the levels are. Okay, so if we move down to the lower time frames, you'll see on the 3 hour, we pretty much broke through this consolidation range here. Broke up, and we're back in the range at the moment, but moving averages have crossed over. Okay, so that is fairly significant. My oscillators are pretty much nowhere at the moment as well, so there's nothing really else to add to that. And I think what you'll start seeing on the lower time frames is a few patterns starting to materialize. So the first one is pretty much that channel. Okay, so we're on the hour. You can see we do have a crossover on the hour, but look at my oscillators, which are indicating I'm coming up to a level. So I would anticipate this bottom gap close, to be honest. I think that's the one that makes the most logic at the moment. 10 cents down, another 1.1%. Rand dollar 15.26 at the moment. US markets did have a pretty rough day yesterday. So it really wouldn't surprise me if we sort of have a gap down, close this gap, and then sort of move sideways again. Okay, now I think what we want to do here is pretty much put that level in there. Now, if we look at the closing range strategy yesterday, we pretty much tagged the upside. If we add that in there, you can see we tagged the first target and the second target before reversing and coming back down and tagging the range target and the second target to the downside. Now, a couple of years ago, there were a few studies done that whenever you broke the range like this in the direction, there was always a 90% chance that it would continue in that direction after the first hour and a half. But that pretty much doesn't materialize anymore. So for me at the moment, trend is down on the half hour. So we want to carry on playing the trend to the downside. I'm not entirely sure that I want to be trading the range. I just want to see if this last bar is legit or not. No. Okay, so this last green bar in the 5 minutes is actually crap. So if we come back to the half hour, our closing range is pretty much from there to there. Okay, so you can see the range target is pretty much the bottom of, or pretty close to the bottom of the range. But so target to the downside would be 48.875. If by some miracle we break to the upside, then you're probably expecting 49,552 as a target. Okay, so I think for me at the moment, that's the actual close there, so that's the gap. That is the short-term target right now, 49,923. And if we just look to the left, it pretty much lines up with these previous swing highs here. Okay, so I think that's kind of my view on this at the moment. Is possibly a short squeeze, sorry, not a short squeeze, but a quick move down to the bottom here, and then we just sort of move sideways. I do believe that this is a dangerous area to be short, but obviously I want to see a confirmation of this change in direction. So at this stage, I have a range break, but it's not really compelling. So looking for a move back to the downside and then another attempt to the upside. Now, I'm just going to close off with the ichimoku because this is going to give you a little bit more information. Okay, so let's just do the 1 hour to start with. You can see the hour had a crossover of Kijinsen and Tekinsen. Chiku span is above price, and we are sitting in the cloud. Looks like another crossover brewing, but we've had a twist in the cloud. So we've actually had 3 bullish signals. Okay, but I think the big ones to watch is the 4 hour. So watch how Kijinsen is flat, Tekinsen is moving up. And the other thing that you want to take notice of is there's the original trend, fractal. That was a trend line. We've broken through. We're coming back to test. Okay, and if I look at the daily, you'll see how far away we are from Kijinsen and Tekinsen. And when this happens, you can pretty much guarantee that you're either going to be range bound for a bit, or price is going to sort of slowly move its way back up to Kijinsen and Tekinsen. Okay, so this is why I'm saying I'm very reluctant to be short at this area. I'd rather be short up here for retest of the break and then the confirmation of the trend change. But for now, what I'll be looking for is the closing range strategy. If take the trade, take my profit, and then move on. Okay, I am tempted pretty well. I am tempted to be looking for longs at 48,915. Okay, and that's just because we're going to be pretty close to the bottom of the range again. Okay, so yeah, I think probably another day of sideways to gentle downward motion, but until something happens in the political front, I think this sideways crazy motion is going to continue for a bit. Okay, anyway guys, hope that helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.